do we remove this stain. No, not this stain. This stain. Now, some of you may have a headboard with this kind of design on it. Now, if you were to try and remove this stain on its own with water and not do it the correct way, you will leave a little ring mark right there. So I'm going to show you the quickest way to remove that stain and how you remove it. Firstly, I'm going to use something that you would have in your home in a bowl, and I'm just going to damp the cloth in the bowl and show you exactly how to remove this stain. Now, firstly, imagine this was stain like from your hair or whatsoever, and you don't want to clean the whole headboard because of the pattern. If you clean this stain and you wet this area and go into there without dealing with this area, you're going to leave a mark, a wet mark or a wet line. So how you actually do this, first of all, we've used the Tide in the water and we're just gonna damply remove the stain. This one is just an ink mark, so without using professional chemicals, no harsh chemicals, we're gonna get rid of the stain itself. Okay. So there, we've virtually got rid of the stain, which is an ink stain from a biro. But look closely, I've left a mark, which is a watermark. If I just leave it like that, that is going to possibly turn into a ring right here. So what you need to do is, after you have removed the stain, what we're going to do now, we're just going to damp wipe this. See these lines of the pattern, okay, where the buttons are, all the way to the buttons. We're going to just damp, okay, damp. Can you see me damping in it? In there, okay, right up to the line, right up to the line, right up to the line, okay, right up to the line. See? So as you can see, I don't know if you can see it properly, but as you can see, I've possibly gone a little over. So I've gone over into here. So because I've done that, it's possible that this here could turn into a ring. So what happens now? And down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to damp this area also. Just damp. Yeah, trying not to go in over the pattern, the lines. Okay, so we're just going to damp in there. Okay, okay. So when that all dries, that should all dry together from here to here. So you see the ink marks gone. Ink was right there. The ink was right there. That could have been a head stain, like hair oil or whatever from your hair. Using Tide, it may or may not get rid of it completely, but it will 100% make it a lot better than looking at that mark. But what you don't want to do is clean the whole thing. If you feel like that's what you want to do, well, what I suggest, if you do that, you must clean the whole, every part of this needs to be dampened so that you can see that it's actually dampened. Don't just do that mark. You see, you're going to end up with bits of marks here, bits of marks, you know, ring marks here, ring marks there. That is what you don't want to do. I wouldn't suggest doing this on any material that is water sensitive, i.e. like velvet, unless you know exactly what you're doing. This is just tips. This is just tips for you to be able just to remove a little mark, you know, an annoying mark, and you don't want to call out a cleaner to do it. You could possibly do this yourself at home, just with the same chemical, same in-house chemical, and all I'm using is Tide with built-in oxy. So whatever it is in your country, you can use the same thing and get the same results. Be careful, as I said, not to go over the lines. If you go over the line with the wet, then you need to go and do that area too, just as you saw me do it here. I went over here with the wet, so then I've done this as well, all the way up to the line. Always up to the line, not over. If you accidentally go over, then you need to do this one, and if you're not careful, you'll end up doing the whole thing if you're not careful. So take a tip from me, just gently in there with the line in there. You don't need to touch the buttons, and this goes for any material, any headboard. I'll leave a link in the description of other how you can do it on your sofa, how you can do it on dining chairs, and so I'll leave a link in the description. There's other videos that you can watch, and I hope to see you on the next upload. So thanks again for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next upload. Thank you very much.